So I've been seeing a lot of videos on the internet lately from people in music, whether they're professional or not, and they're sort of feeling lost and not sure where to go or what to do because, it's no secret that the music industry has sort of fallen apart. While that could be a good thing and a bad thing, both, it leaves a lot of us, myself included, not really sure what to do. And what's crazy is that, all I ever wanted to do was sing, write, make music for people that needed, music to listen to. And as I did this from a very young age, after living in New York and Los Angeles and Nashville, there was always something that didn't click with me. There was always something like in the business, there's just a vibe where I didn't fit in. When you're like, and I'm not saying that this is exactly it, but it's the same feeling, when you're a young kid or whatever in school and you're like not included and there's like this wall, there's like this space between you and that person. It's like you're invisible or something. And I always chalked it up to being like, maybe like, what can you do for me type attitude, and in people seeing that I was maybe a good singer or whatever, but maybe I didn't have the network that somebody else did, or maybe I didn't have the backing and funding somebody else did. Being a good singer and having a great song is not good enough in their eyes back when I was actively living in these cities where the industry is. And it's really important that all of us remember that there's a whole world out there that needs music, and you don't have to do it the way that you were told to do it. It's very hard to unwire and uninstall the old operating system because it was nailed into our head for so long. This is how it's done. This is how you have to do it. This is who you have to work with. Don't say this. You got to look like that. These days are gone. They're over. And 13 years ago, I left Nashville, Tennessee, and I came down to Key West. Beautiful Key West, right? I actually got paid to sing and play shows, and continued to write and record, and I also paint. And I was just able to exercise my artistic abilities, which was amazing for me because I actually got paid for it too. And it's really something that I urge you guys to listen to in your heart. There is not one place on this planet that doesn't need honest, good music. And you're allowed to reinvent how you do this. You're allowed to reinvent the new way. You don't have to wait for somebody to tell you how to do it. I realize the music business is very controlled, or was very controlled by many different aspects. I'm not going to go into that. It's really not my favorite thing to talk about, and there's really no point, because right now is a perfect time for all of us to just start making music and put it out. Like, sorry, there's people coming into Key West right now. Hold on. So I'm just saying that it doesn't have to come in the same form as it always has, right? So even if you don't have your music on Spotify, or maybe you do, or whatever, like, just try to reach people. Just try to reach them. I play live Friday and Saturday nights. I've cut back my live music schedule quite a bit recently because I'm working on a few other things like writing, recording, and some art projects. But truly, just do what's in your heart and put your music out there. People need it. You could put it on YouTube, you could put it on TikTok, you could put it on Facebook, you could put it on Spotify, you could put it anywhere. You could even put it on your own website. You don't even have to go through all those outlets. You can sell it for whatever you think you'd like to sell it for. This is just a word of advice. People aren't going to probably follow you because of your music. They're going to follow a good song. They're going to follow that. Give them something else to follow, whether it be a vlog or showing your daily routines or something like that. That's something I'm personally working on right now, is coming up with a way that I can connect with my audience and also give them good music. And I think that's the key. So just a little bit of updated thought and advice from me, who I've been in the music industry my whole life, just about. Love making music. It's what I was born to do. It doesn't mean I have to be selling out stadiums. You impact one person's life and you're doing your job, and then just try to grow that. And so that's what I'm doing here. So after this, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna record some live music of me singing. This is what I'm bad at. I'm not good at this, but I know people need it, especially in today's world. So stay creative, keep making music. And for those of you who are wanting this music and are the consumers, support your artists, support your friends. And even if it doesn't mean money-wise, even if the only way that you can support an artist is to give them a little pat on the back and say thank you, that is going to go a long way. And I think it's really important to be kind to artists, because you don't want to break their spirit, and it is tough. So this is just a little bit of advice. I follow some people on YouTube that I enjoy watching their life. I enjoy watching them create, learn new things. I never really did that before. This has sort of been something developed since the pandemic, but I find myself watching these people thinking, wow, they're doing great. They make music, they're making art, they're lifestyle living, maybe they're off grid, whatever it may be. And, I just find myself saying thank you, and I support them when I can financially, donating to whatever it is, if they're on Patreon or selling a product or something. But really, it's important that we remind each other it's okay to be kind. We don't have to think the same politically. We don't have to think the same in any way, shape, or form. This is an important time to remember that it's okay to respect everybody's different views. And it's just like the radio station, you don't like what you're listening to, change the dial on it. Go listen to a different frequency, You don't have to be mean, you don't have to be rude, you don't have to, be nasty about it. Just move on. And I think that if this relationship between the audience and these artists can cultivate even more, especially with social media, I think that's where it's at. And so I hope this helps somebody out there. I hope this inspires someone out there. That's, when I think about what I want to do, as an artist and just a person, I feel like I've been sent here to inspire people, to remind them to be creative, and they can choose, even if they're not a creative person, they can choose a creative mindset and or escape to help them be a better person in the world and help them enjoy their life more, because that's what it's all about, happiness and feeling good. And a lot of times that's giving and also being grateful at the same time. So the world's gone nuts, of course, but you know what, it's gonna be all right. And anybody out there making music, just keep making your music. This is, to me, more than ever. And if you're new here, I'm Kristen McNamara. My friends call me Kmac, and I'm a singer-songwriter, painting artist, and I live in Key West because I chose to move to a place after living in all those crazy cities, in a place where I could make music, get paid to do it, and be hugged back by a community that's just amazing. And it's been very difficult, to be able to afford to live here. It's not easy. But, where there's a will, there's a way, and you got to get creative with things. And so I hope, we can be friends. And my channel is taking a little bit of a different turn right now. And by that I mean, I'm really trying to focus on how I can help other people through what I do the best. So Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. And, oh, here's another plane. That's a private jet. So anyway, yeah, all right. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you're having a good day, and stay creative. Peace out.